Well guys, I'm getting sick and tired when Phil freaking Swift talks about Daniel Powter. And I already talked to Phil Swift that Daniel Powter is going to stay in his house for the rest of the freaking trashy year. Also, this is his last straw. If Phil freaking Swift talks about Daniel freaking Powter one more time, we'll end up with the live TV. Enjoy the freaking episode.
Hey Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Is Daniel Powter is leaving the house yet?
Freak no. He is not leaving your house. Also, Maurice Bresnahan said that Daniel freaking the genius of the United States is not best foremost in its executives or legislatures, not in its ambassadors or authors or colleges, or churches, or parlors, nor even in its newspapers or inventors, but always most in the common people. Powter is not leaving the house. Phil freaking the following program is brought to you in living color on NBC Swift. For the 19th time since yesterday's episode, Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the year. Now shut up about Daniel Powter. It's just a Canadian artist. Scariness Medical.
But Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Por favor. Can you call Tom Lazen to get rid of Daniel Powter?
We're not calling Tom Lazen to get rid of Daniel Powter. Also, Tom Lazen said that he's not going to get rid of Daniel Powter. Also, did you know when Dawson and Froom that we talk about Daniel Powter? Phil freaking Swift, for the final freaking time since yesterday's episode, Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the freaking trashy year. Now shut up about Daniel Powter, and stop talking about the bad day saga. Leave the bad day saga. Now shut up.
But Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Daniel Powter is a stupid bad guy. Because he continues to harassing me. Also, he refusing me to leave me alone. He continues to yelling me 24/7. He keeps triggering me. And also, bad day is worse than All Star. Please Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Make Daniel Powter to leave. And make bad day to cancel it. I promise when Daniel Powter isn't coming back. Which means everything is back to normal.
No. Daniel Powter is not leaving in your freaking house and we're not back to normal as well, and also for the final time. Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house and he's not going freaking anywhere.
Also, the governor said that Daniel Powter is no longer to leave the house, and the airport building is still half finished, so that means Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the day, a week, a month. That's so freaking. For talking about Daniel Powter, you're grounded until comment is going to the field trip next month. I'm out in your room right now. Jerk.
Later.
Listen to me Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. For the final time, I want you to get rid of Daniel freaking scariest medical records that are the same thing Powter. It's crappy. And tell Maurice Bresnahan to get rid of Daniel Powter.
Shut up. Just shut up already. And I'm not telling Maurice Let's want him to get rid of Daniel Powter. Stop talking about Daniel freaking Powter, or else we'll end up in live TV, and we'll end up in jail. If you stop talking about Daniel Powter, understand?
But Enrique Cerna, por favor, can you tell Governor Inslee to bury Daniel Powter? I promise.
What did we tell you since yesterday's episode? Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the year, and we're not telling Governor Inslee to bury Daniel Powter, and it's staying here for the rest of the year. Governor Inslee said that Daniel Powter should be staying in your house for the rest of the year, and Daniel Powter, if you're watching this, be nice to Phil Swift, and please don't screw Phil Swift's behavior, and we're not burying you. It's Chucky. P.S. Enrique Cerna, that's so freaking. For talking about Daniel Powter, you're grounded. For 5,000 years, I'm out in your room right now, and also, there's Bresnahan is not going to be happy, and Sir Tottenham is going to be very cross. And Santa Claus is not going to be happy. He's going to give you a notable list. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Santa Claus said that we talk about Daniel Powter 20 times this month. I'm out in your room. The scariest medical.
Just tell Maurice Bresnahan to give Daniel Powter a chance. Please.
Oh, I'm not telling Maurice Moss. Bresnahan to give Daniel Powter a chance. Also, Maurice Moss. Bresnahan said that he's not giving Daniel Powter a chance, and Maurice Moss Bresnahan said that we were told about Daniel Powter, because Daniel Powter is not to scare you. He is not going to bite you. He is not going to kill you. He is not going to yell at you. That's so freaking. For talking about Maurice Moss Bresnahan giving Daniel Powter a chance, you're grounded until the year 2024. Come out to your room right now, and also, leave Daniel Powter alone. Please, leave him alone. You're freaking scariest medical.
Just replacing with Andy Grammer.
Andy Grammer is not coming back. And you, so freaking I did some professional radio acting as a teenager, and I essentially put myself through college in radio acting in Montreal. When I graduated, I got jobs in professional theaters, repertory, and stock theaters in Canada for a couple of years. And then I went to Stratford, Ontario, where I spent 3 years with the Shakespeare Company. We took a classical play from Stratford to New York City, and I got some good notices there, essentially stayed in real live television. And that brings you to the beginning of Froom Swift. We're not going to replace with Andy Grammer. Also, Andy Grammer is not coming back. And also, for the final time, Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the freaking crashing nothing year. That's so freaking. For talking about Andy Grammer, you're grounded until Comet turns 20. Also, you're still grounded for talking about Daniel Powter. And also, Daniel Powter is not scary, because Daniel Powter is not going to get you. He is not going to harass you. Come out to your room right now or else we're calling the FBI. You freaking scariest medical.
Oh. I forgot one more thing. How about you can replace with Boards of Canada?
No weird styles, no good copying, no super simple songs, no 21 pilots, no good songs, such as Big Fun, The Singing Walrus, Scratch Garden, Jack Hartman Kids Music Channel, Gary Kindergarten, The Learning Station, also known as Pebble Music for a Child's Hearts, Body and Mind, and many more. Also, Helen Von Unicorn, Helen Vandalen, Newport, Her Billy Joel, Her Smash Now, Her Taylor Swift, Her Britney Spears, Her Jay-Z, Her Backstreet Boys, Nick S.Y., Her George Michaels, Her John Williams, Her System of a Down, Her Lucas Scream, Her Baby Bunny, Her Andy Grammer, we have Daniel Powter, not replacing artists, etc. Also no Boards of Canada as well. That's so freaking. For talking about Boards of Canada, you're grounded until spring 2020 Oh, and I almost forgot. I heard that Maurice Moss. There's nothing that you're talking about Daniel Powter. It's just a freaking Canadian artist. Also, Daniel Powter is not going to scare you. He is not going to bite you. He is not going to kill you. He is not going to yell at you. He is not going to jump scare you. He is not going to get you. He is not going to harass you. And he is not going to grab your hand and choke you. Also, you're still grounded until June 1st, 2024. Come out to your room right now, and leave Daniel Powter alone. I hope you're going to jail for good. You're freaking scariest medical.
Our top story, Phil Swift wants Daniel Powter go away for the final time, but Enrique Cerna said no. Let's take a look and see what happens to Enrique Cerna is talking about it.
Phil Swift was a stupid bad guy. He wants us to get rid of Daniel Powter, and we already talked to Phil Swift that Daniel Powter is going to stay in this house for the rest of the year, and I swear to God, if Phil freaking Swift talks about Daniel Powter for the final time, we are going to beat up Phil Swift, god freaking dang it.
But Daniel Powter is a scary monster man. Please Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Make Daniel Powter to leave my house, please.
Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the year, and if you talk about Daniel Powter one more time, you'll be more grounded. Enough talking about Daniel Powter, it's giving us a headache.
Please Carl Krogstad and Enrique Cerna. Make Daniel Powter to leave my house. And that's final.
Frustrating, I did some professional radio acting as a teenager, and I essentially put myself through college in radio acting in Montreal. When I graduated, I got jobs in professional theaters, repertory, and stock theaters in Canada for a couple of years. And then I went to Stratford, Ontario, where I spent 3 years with the Shakespeare Company. We took a classical play from Stratford to New York City, and I got some good notices there, essentially skid and do live television. And that brings you to the my Froom Swift. How many times do I have to tell you? Daniel Powter is going to stay in your house for the rest of the year. That's so freaking. For talking about Daniel Powter, you're grounded 2,000 years. And also you're still grounded for talking about the new claimed artist. And for talking about Daniel Powter, I'm giving